Operation Christmas Child. It's nearly 30 years old. Samaritan's Purse President Reverend Franklin Graham launched Operation Christmas Child, a program providing shoeboxes filled with gifts for needy children throughout the world, in 1993. Chances are you've participated over the years and packed shoeboxes for children who are receiving gifts for the first time in their lives. In the first year, 1993, Operation Christmas Child provided 28,000 boxes for children in war-torn Bosnia. Now, 3 decades later, children in more than 170 countries and territories have received the joy these little boxes provide. My husband and I have traveled with Reverend Graham and Samaritan's Purse and distributed the boxes in many parts of the world. And this week, I was in war-torn Ukraine to join Reverend Graham to hand out shoeboxes. And besides the opportunity to help bring these troubled children some joy of a gift, Operation Christmas Child reached an incredible milestone. Its 200 millionth shoebox was handed out. And I was lucky enough to help the children open the gifts and tell them when to open them.
We're going to have a very special lady.
Я хочу, щоб у нас дуже цікава жінка.
Her name is Greta.
Її звати Грета.
And
Грета
loves Ukraine.
любить Україну.
Now she's going to count to 3.
Вона буде рахувати до 3.
And she's going to count in Ukrainian.
Вона буде це робити на українській.
And when she says 3,
коли вона скаже 3,
we'll all open them together.
ми всі ці відкриємо разом.
Okay, so she's going to count to 3 in Ukrainian.
Вона буде рахувати на українській.
Okay, only on 3.
Тільки на 3. 1,
2,
2, 1, 2,
3.
3.
The joy on the faces of these children was moving. These children have had their lives turned absolutely upside down. Most are probably scared, confused, often cold, and no doubt wondering what the future holds. But opening these boxes just for the moment, they were happy. Girls holding baby dolls, boys playing with balls. These kids had the chance, for a snapshot in time, to forget about the uncertainty they and their families and the country face. They were simply allowed to be kids. Yesterday I spoke with Reverend Franklin Graham about this Hallmark Day and the work Samaritan's Purse has been doing since this war broke out nearly a year ago. Reverend, nice to talk to you again. We've been traveling together. Since the war started, how many trips have you made here to Ukraine?
This has been my 3rd trip since in the last 9 months, I guess.
Why did you come this time?
Greta, this is Operation Christmas Child. We've given out the 200 millionth shoebox. This is 30 years we've been giving out shoeboxes to children. And the 200 millionth we've given this year here to Ukraine. And we brought several 100,000, I think it's 230,000 shoeboxes or so this year to Ukraine. And the need here is incredible. So we're just here on this trip to give out these shoeboxes, but also just to meet with our church partners and to see how they're doing and what we can do to help them.
You know what struck me mostly about this is my 4th trip to the region is, I see, for me looking at it, I think war and people without power. I'm cold and I've got a warm jacket on, it's freezing. A lot of them don't have heat in their house, a lot of them don't have food, a lot of them are displaced. Yet they all talk about the Ukrainian spirit and they all talk about how they're tough and they're going to stand tall to Russia. And I'm thinking that, what they're going through is so awful.
What they're going through is unimaginable when you think of people who are losing their homes. There's not a family in this country that hasn't had somebody affected by this war. I'm talking about killed, maimed, wounded some way. It's incredible what they're going through, but this is their home, Greta, and they love their country, and they're going to defend their country and stay with their country. It's hard to understand because every person I've met, their spirits are high, even though the standard of living has come down. The war has destroyed so much of this country, but yet their attitude Their spirit is incredible. And especially among the churches. The churches are incredible because they see this as an opportunity to reach out and to help their neighbors and do it in Jesus' name.
And the network that churches have and what you've used here, because you've got Samaritan's Purse has basically flooded the zone. You've got Samaritan's Purse here giving out food, helping people, but you do it through this network of churches.
We've got several thousand churches here in the Ukraine that we've been working with for 30 years, Greta. This isn't something we've been working here that long. And so it's just a great network. And when the war started, Greta, the first thing we did is every church that we had, we knew their bank account. We sent them, we deposited money in their bank account right then so that they would have a little war chest of funds to help people as they were trying to flee. People who needed something right then, the church was able to meet that need. And we're still doing it to this day.
And you're shipping food in, and you have the hospitals.
We've got clinics. We've had several hospitals. We've had to close them temporarily because of the war being targeted. But the food, we're distributing food every day, and it's in the millions of pounds.
But the need is just increasing.
Oh yeah, it's going to increase. I think, Greta. It's not going to get better. It's going to get worse for the short term.
You know, it's really unthinkable that Putin's still doing this a year later. I mean, they did it first of all to begin with, but you know, a year later, you know, he's still doing this. He's still shelling this country. Still trying to take over this country.
And here's the thing, Greta. It's not. We know the Ukrainians are dying. Civilians are dying. Ukrainian soldiers dying. But you also have to understand there are tens of thousands, maybe 100,000 more Russians that have died. And you think of their families back home. They didn't want to come here to begin with. And just the tragedy that's on both sides of this, and the heartache, the hurt, and it's just wicked what's going on. And I can't control the politics, but what I can do, I can help people. I can't help everybody, but I can help those that God puts in front of me. I can help them. And we offer our help to everyone. We don't care who they are, you know, what flag they fly under. We'll help everybody that comes to us. We won't turn anybody away.
Franklin, thank you. Nice talking to you again.
Thank you, Greta.